Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to try making a cupcake cake. I have not made one of these before, but I mean, how hard could it be? I've already baked my cupcakes. They have cooled. They're nice and chill. They're not chill, they're cool. They're room temperature. And now I'm going to make the Swiss meringue buttercream, and we'll see if we can make this work. I have my sugar. I have my egg whites. I have a hot water bath right here. It's nice and simmery. We're going to cook this until it is 110 degrees. So whisk it. As far as the cupcake recipe, it's the chocolate cupcakes that I've made before. I'll leave a link in the description and then also in the information card right above. It's a chocolate cake. It's my favorite chocolate cake. It's a devil's food cake. You can't go wrong. Very simple. Not rocket science. So I took it off the heat. I'm adding the whip attachment. And we are going to whip this until it is cooled down. Did you know, if you just take it from this stage and add gelatin, you would have marshmallows? But that's not what we're going for here. We are making a Swiss meringue buttercream. So I'm going to, before I add any butter to this, I'm going to take some of this fluff, because when you try to add the coloring straight to the Swiss meringue buttercream, once it has butter in it, it's not going to take the coloring. The coloring will end up looking kind of curdled-ish. So I don't know the science behind it, but you got to take some extra of this one and add your coloring to that. So now we add the butter and the salt. Right now, time for the coloring. So I'm going to take a little bit of my buttercream, before buttercream, and I want an olive green, but based on a quick Google search, equal parts green and brown get you an olive green. Here's to eyeballing it. Mix her up and see what we get. I think it needs a little more brown. And since I will be adding this to the full batch of buttercream, the color will dull a little. I'm okay with that, I think. I like that. So let's add it to the main batch. So that's definitely a mint green. That is not the color I wanted. It's kind of like a forest green. Let's hope. I just wanted a darker green. I feel like we're just gonna be stuck with a pastel green. I don't want to fiddle with it anymore. It is what it is. That's what we got. Mint cream. I have a piping bag fitted with a plain tip. My cupcakes are on a cutting board. And I have my spatulas, my offset spatula and my regular spatula. They are on deck. We're going to ice this and flatten it out. Did I mention I've never done this before? I think you just make it look pretty. And you fill in the gaps. I don't really know. I'm just gonna ice it and then, yeah, I'm just gonna ice it. And then we can come back through with an offset spatula and clean shit up. Anywhere there's a gap, I'm going to fill in. I think that's good. For the border, I'm just gonna go in with more green and just make it look darker. This looks like shit. The good thing about this looking like shit, it's fine because it'll taste delicious later on. I'm going to use my offset. We're just gonna skim it and make it look all nice and flat. The nice thing about this is it's more forgiving than a regular cake, I guess, because you don't have to build the sides and make sure you get a nice crisp, clean edge. You kind of get to be a little more lazy with this. How flat does it have to be? I don't know. Because it doesn't really matter because it's my design. Ta-da! And then we're just gonna pipe a border. Oh, we're gonna tint this a darker green and then pipe a border and do chocolate shavings. I like that. All right, I have my piping bag. I have my icing that's tinted nicely. This was the color I wanted originally. And it didn't work out that way the first time. But at least I got it right this time. Whenever you're filling your piping bag, don't do like me. Make sure you leave some space. Otherwise it's gonna vomit everywhere on you. I have a star tip. It has been a very long time since I piped anything. Just gonna do some reverse shells. I feel like I should pipe something on top. Is this off-centered? Yep. Do I care? A little bit, but not enough to fix it, so I'm just gonna go around the edge and shave chocolate shavings. This is a nice distraction from all the ugliness. I am so out of practice, but hello, what are you gonna do? Hello, is this the ugliest thing you've ever seen? Just about. But it's gonna taste really yummy. Think next time I would just do a plain round tip border and just trace the outer edges of the cupcakes, and for sure do a better job at centering my hello in the middle. But I haven't decorated a cake in like 2 years maybe, so whatever. It's gonna taste good. Now I'm gonna go deliver it. Alright, it is time to say bye. Bye! Bye-bye! Bye!